Well, in part it's just because they've been more audacious about it. I mean, I think that Democrats and liberals have not historically made this their big point of emphasis. Even in opportunities when they've been able to govern, they've said, where do we want to shift policy? We're going to put our emphasis maybe on healthcare, maybe on things that are of interest to the environment. Whereas there are institutions that have been on the right for quite some time who have worked in a very organized and disciplined way to try to change our understanding. I mean, there wasn't some organic popular hue and cry to invade Iraq. This was a movement that was built up over a period of years and sort of before September 11th, right? At a time when people would have said, well, Paul Wolfowitz, that's totally unrealistic. This is never going to happen. And, it was never going to happen. Except then 9/11 came. That changed the dynamic. It made it possible to do things, and they laid the groundwork for it. So if liberals want to accomplish things in foreign policy, just the same as in domestic policy, they need to work on laying the intellectual and popular groundwork for it, and then wait to see when opportunities present themselves and seize the moment. That, for almost a generation, if not more, Democrats have been perceived as weak on national security issues. So it's been difficult for liberal arguments to get a hearing. Political consultants haven't been interested in putting them forward. I think a lot of just the public hasn't been interested in listening to liberals talk about foreign policy. But at the moment, what Bush has done has so clearly failed that I think anyone has to at least stop and listen to what opponents have to say. That doesn't mean necessarily you'll convince people. You need to make good arguments. You need to have the fight. But there's a chance to get a hearing for it. You can say, look at this. Look at the failures that the right has brought on us. Isn't it time to do something different? And then lay out what that is.